Hey guys, welcome to Bodhi Ride. My name is JK and I am here today to talk you through how to set up your bike properly and safely. It's so important to make sure you have the correct bike setup so that you can get the best out of your workout. So we're going to start off with the seat height. Now seat height needs to be roughly at your hip bone, okay? So all you want to do is stand next to the bike, make sure the seat is at hip height. If it's not, loosen off the dial here, lift it up to where it needs to be, so roughly here. Make sure it's nice and tight again. Just stand up and just double check that it's at the right level. Yeah, so that should be good for your seat. In terms of distance from seat to the handlebars, the way you measure that is by placing your elbow in here and making sure that you've got a nice distance from your fingertips to your elbow in between the handlebars and the seat. Now, if you need to change it, that's absolutely fine. There's a little lever here. Just loosen that off and you can move the seat forward and back whenever it's in the right place. So mine's there. Again, just make sure it's nice and tight and you're good to go with your saddle. All right, in terms of handlebars, it's kind of at a personal preference for everyone, okay? So everyone's handlebar height is going to be different depending on how you feel, okay? If you have a bad back or if you're pregnant or anything like that, you want to have your handlebars higher, okay? Usually you would have it just slightly higher than your seat. Again, to do that, just loosen it off, pull out the lever and lift up to where you want to have it, okay? Make sure again it's nice and tight so that you don't have any wobble, all right? So that should be a nice setup for your bike. Now that's how you set it up on the floor. To double check, you want to make sure you get on the bike. So make sure you're in here. And there's a couple of things that you can check once you're on the bike to make sure that it's all set up properly. So you want to make sure that when your leg comes down to the bottom that you have a slight bend in your knee, all right? If you're overextending here, then your seat is too high. If you have a bend that's too big, then your seat is too low. So just double check you've got a nice slight bend in your knee here. The second thing is if you bring both your feet level with each other, you want to make sure that your knee is in line with that middle part of your foot. Yeah, again, if it's any far over or any further back, then your seat is either too far forward or too far back. So those are a couple of things that you can measure when you're sitting on the seat to make sure that the bike is 100% set up perfectly. If everything's all good, then you're ready to go.